5 o'clock. I'll call the Monday, June 26th meeting of the Plympton Board of Selectmen to order. First item on our agenda, actually, I'll do the little spiel. Meeting is being cablecast by Area 58. The video is not to be considered an official public record. It's always the minutes. So we'll go right into the agenda. Under updates and discussion, votes to accept Chapter 269 of the Acts of 2022 to allow a one-time increase to the cost of living adjustment granted to retirees in FY23. So Liz, you've got a recommendation on this?
Yes, I would recommend that you approve this option, allowing the one-time increase of the COLA granted to retirees from the 3 to 5% based on the $16,000 COLA base.
Great, and we've got the money in the budget to cover it.
Correct, and we also received a recommendation letter from John Walker, a retiree, and he was an employee with the town of Plympton for 63 years, and he is also asking for consideration of a positive vote.
All right, very good. All right. Tom, did you have anything you wanted to add?
If you had questions, we've got a busy agenda. Charles Armanani is here as well as a retiree, but you seem to have it well in hand.
Do you have any
I will tell
questions?
you, it won't impact your FY24 budget at all.
Okay,
It doesn't take effect until FY25.
beautiful.
So I know you have your money in FY24.
Okay, very
Liz
good.
has already explained it to us, so we're all aboard.
All right, so I'll make a motion, the town vote to accept Chapter 269 of the Acts of 2022 to allow a one-time increase to the cost of living adjustment granted to retirees in FY23.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Is Mark on?
I am.
Hi, Mark.
He's
What's your
right here,
vote?
sorry.
My vote is yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Very
we
good.
appreciate it.
We always
fun in Carver.
look forward to seeing you.
We'll give them your regards.
All right, tell them we said hello.
Plympton voted unanimously, and you're the 13th town to do so, so. I
Perfect.
appreciate it.
Very good. Lucky 13. All right, so next item is FY23 budget line-to-line transfers for closeout for FY23.
You can pass those down. So this is very preliminary right now.
Okay.
This is, I'm looking for a vote to authorize the customary budget line-to-line transfers to close out fiscal '23. And this will all be subject to some potential adjustments pending Finance Committee vote, which is not scheduled to happen until July 10th. But if you vote tonight for preliminary, and then we will share a final version with you that you can ratify at your meeting in July.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Any questions for
No.
Liz?
Nope.
Mark, any questions for Liz?
No question.
Okay. All right, I'll make a motion that we authorize the financial team? or town administrator?
Line-to-line transfers.
Line-to-line transfers to
For
wrap
fiscal
up
23.
FY23.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And Mark?
Aye.
Aye, perfect, okay. All right, so next item is renaming the Board of Selectmen to Select Board. So this one's yours, John.
So I brought this forward last year, and I bring it forward again. I saw a Boston Globe article that said we are now at about 100 towns that have either made the renaming, or there are, not all of them are yet official, but they're all in process. And I just think it's going to happen. I'd like to see this board approve it.
All right, Mark?
I think for same reasons as last time,
He's
I'm
saying
not
same
in
reasons
favor-
for last time. Can you put a
I'm not in
microphone
favor of this.
That's as these,
They
don't
not as
reverberate, like,
favor-
through the room.
In favor of it. I'm not in favor of it either, John. I guess I don't really care about keeping up with everybody else. I like the name, Board of Selectmen. I actually find it very empowering to be on the Board of Selectmen, and I just think that I'm just not ready to make the change yet.
That's all right, I'll keep bringing it up. I mean, at some point, it'll change, and whether it's this board or another one.
Right, all right, very good. All right, thanks, Sean. Okay, Bree, warrants paid. Actually, do we just going to pass it over instead of actually taking a vote on it? Or do you want to take a vote?
I'm not going to get a second, so I
No,
don't
you're
know.
not. Okay, all right. All right, how about warrants paid, Brichette?
$5,331.34.
Okay, great, thank you. All right, town administrators updates.
So we have been very busy trying to close out fiscal '23, and then also beginning the preparations for fiscal '24 with the payroll sheets and everything else that goes into that. And then for correspondence, we do have a number of items. The first one is Upland Road Solar is changing hands, changing ownership entities. And there are a lot of documents associated with that. And what I would recommend is that the board tonight vote to authorize Christine as the chairperson to work with me directly in communicating with town council to make sure that the documents are ready for prime time so that we can get the board's signature. So basically, you'd be looking to sign off on the agreement for judgment. There are some amendments needed for that. There's also the solar pilot agreement, and possibly a few other things coming up with respect to that. And I just think for ease of communication and making sure that nothing falls through the cracks, I think it would be most efficient if you take a vote tonight to allow Christine to participate on behalf of the board. And then once everything's finalized, we'll bring it back to the board for final review and approval.
Have you read the documents?
Not all of them.
Okay.
My concern is that as these sales go through, and this may just be the first one, and then down the line they sell it again, is that the guarantee that they put up as a, what do you call it,
Like a surety on the,
Yeah.
Like the
on the
performance
solar?
bond,
Yeah.
yes.
So in the past,
We've had
after 3 or 4
problems with
sales,
that.
we've lost track of who's doing what.
So I think for that, we can probably work with the assessor's office. I know Wendy's leaving us, but she is sticking around to help with all the
solar, yeah.
solar. We also have Attorney Matt Thomas working with us on some solar stuff too, and he works well with Jonathan Eichman from KP,
Okay.
so.
So if you could just kind of monitor that.
We can prioritize that as well. I think you bring up an important point, and I think we also need to better understand what that would mean.
Okay.
It was just a
I'm
lot
fine
of
with it
documents
except
we
for
got
that.
presented
Okay.
with all at once, and it seems more efficient to have one board member as.
We've already been going back and forth with
Yeah,
emails.
no,
and
that's
it's just,
fine.
I feel like we're never going to get
Yep.
this thing squared away.
Yep.
That we just have to have a sit down and talk about it. Are
Do
you
you need
okay
a
with
motion?
that, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, would you put that in a motion to authorize me to,
Can you read it so I can move it? Liz?
I would make a motion to authorize Christine Joy, chairperson, to work with the town administrator and legal counsel on any and all documents pertaining to Upland Road Solar on behalf of the board, with the understanding that final approval of said documents will come back to the full board.
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Mark? I heard an aye, perfect, okay.
And then we have use of town property. For July 18th, we have a request from the library for this Deborah Sampson room. And this is an end of life. Is this right, Bree? It says 45 plus planning for end of life.
So they're bringing in
Oh,
like
I-
a senior planner?
Yeah.
They're
I
bringing
think-
in a planner?
Yeah, it's an
Okay.
estate plan.
Okay, so like an estate planner, okay.
Yeah.
So that's for July 18th from 6 to 8 PM, and that's here at this building in this room. So there's that one, if you want to, I vote them separately.
Okay. All right, and I don't know who else would need to sign off on this. There's not going to be any food served, maybe
Just
just
some light refreshments.
police, so they're aware of it, fire and highway, I guess. Maybe they could
Yeah,
all sign off
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
All right, so I'll make a motion that we authorize the Mike Slauson and the Plympton Public Library to use this room on, you said 7/18 for a estate planning event. It looks like they're planning on approximately 20 people with all the necessary sign-offs by the other boards and public safety personnel.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Perfect, thank you.
Then we have another use of town property request, this one for July 1st, also for this Deborah Sampson main meeting room, and this is an animal exhibit for children, Plympton Public Library, 6 p.m., no food, no nothing, only approximately 20 people for this.
So are the animals all gonna be in cages?
I think they've done this
they've done
before,
it
they have
before?
them
Okay.
like corralled in, and they make sure
Circle.
that everything stays clean and.
Okay, that everybody uses the
Yes.
facilities outside before they come in? Okay,
Yes, there's nobody's roaming on the carpet.
okay, perfect.
Say that's at 6 p.m.
Yes.
on Saturday night.
Yes, July 1st is a Saturday, yes.
Usually it's like at 10 a.m.
That's what it says. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'll make a motion that we authorize Mike Slauson and the Plympton Public Library to use the Deborah Sampson Room for an animal exhibit for children on July 1st, starting at 6 p.m. with all the necessary sign-offs from public safety and other boards.
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Awesome, thank you.
And then we also have here, this is from our town accountant. We've been required by our auditor to have the selectmen sign off when we're moving expenses from account to account. Like say something I'll just use one of these as an example. We took funds from the Cisco account and had to credit it back to the fire department payroll account. We're required to get the selectmen's sign off on this, and it's something that she's gonna be sending quarterly to us for any expenses that get moved.
Okay, so we don't need to vote on this, we just need to sign it.
Correct.
Okay. And all three of us need to sign this.
No, just one is fine.
Okay.
The auditor was fine as long as it gets brought up.
I would just
in
say in the future, though,
correspondence.
Liz, that there should be an explanation typed on the bottom of it, and then the signature below it.
Yeah, I can have her make this a
Yeah.
little more in-depth.
Yeah. Just
Definitely, we can do a signature
my
block.
auditor
Okay.
training would say.
We can
Okay.
take care of
A little
that.
bit more official looking.
Yeah, why not? Good thing for our financial team to do. We'll
Yeah.
prioritize that.
Yeah, that'll
Further
keep 'em busy.
professionalization.
There you go.
Just to let people know, Rob Furlot came in and met with me today. Elm Street is going to be getting paved, and that'll be from Main Street to Winnetoxet Road and West Street. And then additionally, Main Street is going to get a binder course, which is like a preliminary course level to bring it back up to grade. And that's gonna be from roughly 149 Main Street all the way to Ring Road.
Wow.
And he will be available for questions if there are any on that. And as time gets closer, we'll put stuff out on social media if we need to for any traffic changes or anything like that. And then finally, I received a memo from the Board of Health. They had contacted Webby Engineering to look at the elevations between the fire department and the library to see if it were feasible to tie in to the library septic system from the fire station, to get the current fire station on with them. And they said that it's not physically possible to tie in. So I think that they're gonna be getting a memo from Webby Engineering to that effect, and I will send this to the Town Properties Committee as well. So that was the outcome of that final study.
Great.
And that's all I have for correspondence.
Okay, on to minutes. So Bree gave us the minutes from June 8th. I know you had a chance to read them.
Yeah, I
Mark,
have
did
no
you have a
problem.
chance to read them? Did you get a chance to read the minutes, Mark?
Yes,
Okay, everything looked okay?
Okay,
Okay, everything looked okay, Mark?
good enough.
Awesome. All right, I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from June 8th as written.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Awesome. Okay, thank you, Bree, for getting us those. All right, so I don't think we've got anything else
Nope.
before us. All right, so on to raves.
So my rave is for the Assistant Assessor, Wendy Jones. I'm sad to see that she's leaving. I think she's done a great job, especially with the solar, that's very complex. I'm also glad that she's offered to continue to help in that area. But we're losing a critical resource. I'm sorry to see her go.
Yeah, that she is. All right, my rave would be for the screening committee for the fire chief position and the amount of work that they put into it, the great job they did. They brought us 3 excellent candidates, and it was a very important part of the process to whittle it down to the 3 best people, and I think they did a great job.
And you should announce who
And our choice, the town, or the board, met with the candidates tonight. We interviewed the 3 finalists, and our decision unanimously is to appoint Captain Cheryl Davis as our next fire chief. And we just have to work out a contract with her and hope to get her up and moving in that position by August 1st. So we're very excited to be working with Cheryl. She's done a great job over at the department, and look forward to what she continues to do, the good things that she continues in her capacity as chief. So,
Here, here.
yep, she did a great job. Mark, what do you have for raves?
So I totally echo what you just said, Christine. For that matter, I echo what John said about Wendy. I am particularly excited. We have taken the path with public safety chief appointments to be, when we can, nurturing and hiring within. Because we're a really small town, sometimes competitively, we can't keep up with the salary ranges of other towns, but what we can do is offer the opportunity for people to advance along the way. And it serves those people well. I think it serves this community well to be moving forward, people that know us well, know what we're trying to do. It is a great pleasure to me that the little town of Plympton would have a woman fire person. Very excited.
All right.
That is a woman fire chief.
All right, so we have completed our agenda. Our next meeting is July 24th, unless there's something that comes up that requires our attention prior to that. So I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, good night.